They know they didn't treat you right. It could be a whole group of people watching you, underestimated you because you know what? You didn't put all your cards on the table. You didn't put everything out there. They expected you to tell everybody everything and you didn't. You kept some things back. You held some things back. Thinking of you, grass was not greener. This is more than one person who picked something else over you, gave other people opportunities that should have gone to you, that were rightfully yours. Perhaps even inheritances, like a father who has something to leave to his family, but instead of leaving it to any of the girls, he only leaves it to one boy and treats him different than everybody else. Emotional exhaustion. These people are emotionally exhausted by watching you. These people know they underestimated you, and really it's like they pushed you down and wanted you to stay down. And that's how they fumbled, was by treating you so badly, like you didn't matter, like you were just nothing. And they feel like they're receiving the karma for that. They're watching you. They just didn't expect this. They didn't expect you to be anything, self-medicating. Licking their wounds, basically. Gosh, did that come out again? Yeah, self-medicating. I have too many cards in here, but they come out when they're supposed to. Self-medicating and defensive. Really upset about this because they know what they did now. They know what they did, and they know they can't undo it. But you've done the right thing by just walking on and doing what you had to do. Standing strong. Afraid to be alone. Okay, when I say this is more than one person, like I'm getting a lot of energy coming at me right now. Like the kind of thing where a lot of eyes are on you. People who fumbled you romantically, fumbled you friendship-wise, fumbled you professionally are watching you. And they wonder if they have any kind of chance. Like they sort of considered you a fallback. Like if they didn't want to be alone, they thought somehow they'd have a chance with you. Or, oh, well, they're available. They don't mean anything. No, these are people who really discounted you and just thought that you weren't worth anything. And now you're out of reach. Keep doing what you're doing. Let them be surprised. Let them be scared. They're kind of scared of your next move. Thinking that you're out to get them or something, but it's not that. You're just living your life. Don't let these people intimidate or distract you. I will get a different setup so I'm not constantly dropping cards. Clear mind. Okay, this came out as I said, don't let them intimidate or distract you, meaning they want to get in your head like you're in their heads. And they don't deserve that. Keep doing what you're doing. Like, don't let anybody distract you. Like, let's say you're working on a project. The best thing you can do is just believe in that project and don't tell anybody your plans. That's one of the best things you can do. I cannot stress that enough. Do not tell other people your plans. For one thing, they don't need to know. Also, they're just going to try to get in your head. As soon as you tell people that you have any kind of dream to do anything, their first instinct is to shut it down or to act like they're your friend to your face and do something behind your back. For those of you out there, like I get this a lot in my comments, people who are like, I'm writing a book. Yes, anybody can self-publish a book these days. A PDF, a doc, it's a book, okay? It's magically a book. And yes, they hit bestseller lists all the time. Well, here's the thing. A lot of you don't know what you're talking about when you say, I'm going to write a book. Everybody's going to know. Okay, guess what's going to happen? You're going to send that link to people, look at my book at Amazon. You're going to be inundated with bad reviews. Okay, that's the first thing that's going to happen. From anonymous accounts. Okay, I'm just saying, it's not going to have the impact you think. Your best bet, if you want to write that book, write it, but write it for yourself. Write it under a pen name. Don't tell anybody about it. Okay? And I'm speaking as someone who's published hundreds of books. Do not ask for pen names. Thank you. Your best bet is to not live in the past like that, but to move on. Write a better story for yourself. Because your version of the story is your version of the story. And other people are going to say you're lying anyway. I'm just telling you the truth here. Okay? I know you think it's going to bring justice. This isn't your only life. This life is but a dream. When this life is over, you're going to realize that. So don't get stuck here. If you want to ascend, don't get stuck here with all that trauma, replaying that trauma, rewriting that story over and over and over. I'm speaking from experience. Many times over. The best thing you can do is write a better story for yourself. You can create a new story anytime. Anytime. Why go back and rewrite that trauma? and all that bad stuff. Like the thing I said about, like, let's say there's an inheritance and it's left to the only boy, even though there are other girls in the family. Oh no, the girls don't matter. Only thing that matters is that boy, the one who was born with the right genitals. He's the only one that matters. So what? Because you weren't born with the right genitals, you don't get anything? Guess what? Write a new story for yourself and you'll have it all. Okay? Write a better story for yourself. Don't live in the past like that. Good vibes only. I'm telling you the truth here. Somebody needs to hear this. Stop rewriting your old story where these people did these horrible things to you. I'm telling you from experience. That's one reason why I got readings on hiatus right now. Like, I was starting to do readings again. I'm not for a minute because it's just too much on my brain. Because a lot of people, I'm sure they don't want to hear what I really have to say, what I get in the readings. Because people want to be told what they want to hear most of the time. And I'm not here to do that. That would be doing you a disservice. Dust off your feet and move on from these people. Don't keep going back to them. You write your story. You create your reality at all times. At all times. That's why you don't tell people stuff, because they're just going to hold you back into the 3D. If you want to ascend, if you want to have a better life, pull your head out of that stuff, okay? Pull your head out of the gutter and all the bad things that have happened. Yes, I mean, I could go down the list of all the horrible things that have happened to me, that people have done to me. I shouldn't even be alive right now. No, I don't want your hug. I don't need your hug. Hugs are low vibes, sympathy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Move on. Move on like a soldier. Be a soldier. Don't sit, oh, I'm so sad. Oh, they did things to me. Stop it. Stop. You're just look, I'm not trying to be mean here or beat up on anybody. I'm just saying, stop that crap. You have been given an opportunity to rewrite your story at any time. You can literally watch reality change around you if you change your thought life. If you stop rewriting this stuff. Focus on the good things. Make a list of what you actually want in life. And I know, even if you've been through the worst trauma imaginable, I know. I don't look like what I've been through. A lot of us don't. You know why? It's because I made the conscious decision not to focus on it anymore. I made the conscious decision to do better, to have better, and I just decided it. No one writes your reality but you, Neo. You are the only one in control of your matrix. Focus on the good things. Focus on what you actually want. Deal with the shadow work. Yeah, deal with the trauma, but don't get stuck there. Don't keep reliving it. Don't write books about it. Unless you just want to be triggered over and over again. Speaking from experience. Focus on the good things. Focus on the path in front of you, not the story behind you. And I know some people want justice. They want to see people get karma. Look, I've seen people get karma. I didn't have to be around for it. I didn't have to do anything for it. I saw it in the paper. I saw it in like international news. I saw somebody did a horrible thing to me. And his demise ended up in the international news right in front of my eyes. Just trust that the universe has your back. You can call it God if you want to. But just so you know, the God of the Bible isn't what you think. God was never Jesus. They were never meant to be contained in that book with all that manipulation and mistranslation. The power is in here. It always has been, and that's what Jesus was trying to tell you. Stop rewriting this old horrible story, whatever's going on. I know they fumbled you, they did you wrong. But you going over and over it again for the millionth time isn't going to help. Going over it a couple times for shadow work, yeah. But going over it and letting it consume you, I know it can be hard when you're stuck there. It's like being under a spell. It's like being under a curse. But you can break out of it. May you break out of it right now. And write a better story for yourself. It takes conscious living. It takes conscious and analysis of your thoughts. Metacognition, you can look that up. Analyze your thoughts. Why are you thinking this? If people are constantly triggering you, get away from those people. If people are constantly reminding you of stuff, of mistakes or things that happen, get away from those people. Write your own story. You are good at many things. You attract love. Focus on that. Focus on that. I'm not trying to be angry. It's just, I get a lot of energy coming at me every day, and I cannot stay stuck in this 3D. You shouldn't either. This is not your only life. This is not your only life. Everything out here is you in another body. Everything. Everything, every object, every person, it's you. It's you, okay? It's you pushed out. Neo. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch The Matrix, okay? The Matrix is just one depiction of it. There are higher levels than what are even depicted in that movie, okay? Much higher levels. That's still old earth thinking. Anyway, focus on what you're good at and don't let anyone take that from you. And don't reveal your plans to anyone. Just keep going. Don't live in the past. I know it's hard. I struggle with it too. I have to make the conscious decision to not let myself think about all that old trauma. Because it feels like from birth, a lot of us have had families that are just horrible to us, out to get us. My own family, look, I don't want your hug. I don't want your sympathy. I want to move on. I'm only sharing this because it's important. My dad is one of the meanest people I've ever known. I have no good memories of him. My mom's just as bad. Two people who should have never had children, should have been sterilized at birth. And I just described probably 99% of our parents. A lot of us come from those people. Social media has taught me that. But all you can do is be responsible for yourself. You can't keep going back and reliving these old hurts. But they did this to me. I know. I've got stuff that was done to me so bad, the algorithm will ban me from this platform if I talk about it. But you got to move on. You got to pick yourself up and move on. And quit letting these people drag you down. You are good at things and you do attract love. You just got to be open to it. Because the more time you spend, like your mind is everything. Every second you spend thinking about these old hurts, this old trauma, you're chasing away the love that's supposed to come in. There are so many good things out there. Look, I know I was good at a lot of things growing up, but I was always treated so badly at home that I stopped being good at things. I consciously stopped when I was like, I don't know, 12, 13. I thought it was fun to make F's instead of straight A's because I was so just traumatized at home. My dad was so mean to me. It didn't matter if I was good at stuff. I still had to go home to those people. For the 100th time, I don't want your damn hug, okay? I want you to move on. Just like I am. Just like I have, okay? I could sit around and let myself be triggered and let myself lament all the opportunities I threw away. But you know, I was a young kid who was traumatized, who ended up going through a lot more trauma as a result. You know when it finally stopped? Several years ago when I started sharing my trauma online and realized what a big mistake it was, because all I did was re-traumatize myself. I did it under the advice of a doctor who said, why don't you share your story online to help people? Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. Focus on the positive. Every day is a fresh start. It doesn't matter the opportunities you lost out on because this isn't your only life and anything can come back. And you know what? Maybe it can't literally come back, but it can be replaced with stuff that's so much better. You forget what you lost. You forget. Like I could have, if I wanted to, I made the conscious decision I dropped out of honors English when I was in 9th grade. I made the decision to do that because I just didn't want to be there. I didn't care about school. My dad was mean to me. I remember the day we drove up to he drove me to school one day. It was for like orientation or something before my freshman year. And you know what he said to me? He's like, you will be in the National Honor Society. He yelled that at me in the parking lot. And I'm like, no, the hell I won't. No, the hell I won't, a-hole. I will not. He was so mean. I got so many stories about him being mean to me. But you know what? Losing out on that, like I could have graduated with honors in high school. I could have graduated at the top of my class if I wanted to. I don't give a crap about that. Because you know what? If that had happened, I'd be stuck back there probably. If I'd had a normal life, I wouldn't have the life I have now. And I'll be honest with you, I'm very happy right now. I'm so happy. I'm grateful for every single thing that brought me to where I am right now. I would probably be trapped in the area that I grew up in somehow. I probably would have gotten married to someone there. Like, seriously, I'm grateful for every single thing that brought me to where I am right now. That's why I don't want your hug. Ugh. I don't want your hug. I don't want your sympathy. I want to keep going on. I also don't want to hear your story. I want you to stop telling your traumatic story. I want you to have a revelation, a spiritual awakening, that you can rewrite your story at any time and have even better than what was taken from you, okay? You are good at many things and you attract love. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.